What would happen if Hank J. Wimbleton fought Killer Bean from the Killer Bean series? Two assassins that both wear black and red. Who's coming out on top? Okay, so when it comes to strength, it's really close because Killer Bean has fought somebody that was way stronger and faster than him and have won against him. In the Killer Bean movie, Jet Bean was strong enough to break through metal handcuffs and kick the door open. So he's basically stronger than an average person is. Maybe not on par of how Hank can rip open bodies in half and take down giants and whatnot. But still, like, he at least has a chance against somebody that's like at least like physically stronger than him. And then there's speed and agility, which both goes to both characters. Because Hank does have bullet time reflexes, even in the games like Project Nexus and whatnot. And Killer Bean can dodge a bullet that's right behind him. And can dodge missiles, mass army shootings, and has no problem just dodging drones with ease. And I only give it to both because they're only really comparable with the fact that they have slow motion time reaction. Although we can give the slight edge to Hank because bullet time is like his own ability and he can also dodge bullets and block bullets with his sword. And we gotta give IQ to Killer Bean because the way that he dealt with Jet Bean in the end of the Killer Bean movie proved that even without being a Shadow Bean, he still was one of the greatest badasses in that entire movie. Now, the durability definitely has to go to Hank. This man has survived being stabbed through the chest, being shot at, being blown up, having his jaw ripped off, and still fighting like crazy, surviving a train crash, and hits from mag agents, which are basically like 10 feet taller than him. Meanwhile, Killer Bean's durability can only get him so far for him to stop at a fucking motorcycle for some reason. Now, as I said earlier, Hank definitely has weapons because of his ability to deflect bullets and react to bullet time. And that's just with his trusty dragon sword and also the fact that he uses other types of weapons, including like hammers, chainsaws, rocket launchers, and snipers. Meanwhile, Killer Bean only really has the golden dragon guns. He did have a sniper at the beginning of the movie, but he never really uses it again. Although I guess now he has a good arsenal of weapons after he stole some from a police car. Although I've never seen anybody in Killer Bean use melee combat, or at least yet until the game comes out, so. And then we get to the combat, which it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say, okay? Now, on one hand, it could be Hank because of his abilities to master, like, the arts of death. And, like, his ability to find anything to kill you with, whether it be guns or, like, his own freaking fingers. And to make it worse, he's a freaking ninja. Then, on the other hand, Killer Bean is able to keep up with people like Jet Bean in a combat battle, but can also lose against characters like Jet Bean if he's not smart enough with his combat. So I guess we could give a little bit of edge towards Hank, but, you know, it would be like a really good fight to see, at least, because both of them have really good combat experiences alone. So who wins this battle, basically? But I think this is what we need to really get at. Now, a lot of their attributes are pretty similar, so I can say this. It can go either way. I can see both characters winning against each other, but if I had to say the most likely outcome, it would probably have to go down to feats, right? So with that being said, I think it's safe to say that, like, with Hank's durability and his feats and his, like, strengths and whatnot, I think it's really safe to say that, like, despite this long-ass battle, it's probably going to be Hank. Like, Hank has dealt with foes that are way, way stronger than Killer Bean characters. And his arch nemesis, Tricky the Clown, is kind of proof of that. He fought characters that can go train speed, from giant characters to even gods such as Self-Phobos. And maybe you don't want to put that as canon. Okay, we could still even say that he's Hell Clown level, because we see him putting the work against Tricky in Madness Combat 7. And then in the recreation game Madness Accelerate, he gives the final blow to Tricky and kills him once and for all. And again, this is base Hank, okay? This is base Hank. I can keep talking about how he fought the Retainer and Project Gestalt, but that would be an entirely different topic. Look, all I'm saying is that, like, these two are mighty, but, like, when it comes to, like, durability and, like, who will win in a fight, with IQ, it has to be Killer Bean with how he kills his opponents. His tactics are unmeasurable, and wherever he comes from is unpredictable. But with that being said, it's not going to be enough against the God Killer, so Hank wins. Let me know if y'all want me to do another video just like this. If y'all do, make sure y'all go ahead and comment what's your favorite part about the video. Or comment some suggestions of what kind of other fights y'all want to see me debating. But until next time, this is your boy, the Undercat YT, and I am out of here.